right, so what should be your number 2 qualifier against your number 7 qualifier, Jonathan Atkins against Jose Sanchez. Atkins will get a single here. And the tire said no mas. They did not want to hook up for him, so Jonathan Atkins in the Grub Run small block Chevy powered single turbo Camaro will go to the next round. So your number 1 and number 2 qualifiers survive in the stick class. Once again, my final call for no time shootout. Final call, no time shootout. I need you now, please. Final call, round 1, no time shootout. Final call, no time shootout. Final call, no time shootout.
Everybody break? Everybody.
Because he carries a lot.
Is this our last one? That's streetcar shootout.
Streetcar shootout load up, please. Streetcar shootout load up, please. Streetcar shootout load up, please. So we have another one of our, should be a pair, but it turns out to be a single. Ryan Pedersen and Mark McCowick should be running each other. McCowick in the 94 Civic out of Naples is a no-show. So the Corvette driver gets a single. And the Corvette spins the tires. He will get back after the gas and run it out the back door to go 867 at 154. So number 1, number 2, and number 4 qualifiers will go to the next round. Number 6 upset number 3. So number 1, number 2, and number 6 and 4 qualifiers will advance to the next round. So a little bit of touch up on the racetrack. And we will put the Motion Raceworks Streetcar Shootout up next.
That's what I thought.
All right, here we go into round number 1 of the Motion Raceworks Streetcar Shootout. 22 cars, let's get things started. Colin, Anthony, and Scott Murphy. Murphy in the Camaro right-hand side, the Lexus of Colin over left-hand side with the new J. Little bit of a burnout in the Camaro now in. Lexus in. And the Lexus fits the tires. The higher qualified car number 7 will give way to the Camaro driver. 8:57 and 1:56, the best pass of. Backing up from the burnout, your number 1 qualifier, Jim Braun, will race Jill Hicks next. Hicks in the big underdog roll right side. The 22nd qualifier, 10:07 to 1:37, not a bad pass, but when you're facing Jim Braun left side out of Real Street, the twin turbocharged Mustang, 7:27, almost 2.8 seconds of distance separate the two. Jim Braun, the heavy favorite left side, underdog right side, and Braun will win this one in a landslide. He'll run it to the 8th mile and click it off early and coast to an 8:48 and 1:25, 10:34, 1:36. Not a bad pass for Jill Hicks, but Jim Braun off the starting line first and wins that one easily. 8:48 and 1:25 for the number 1 qualifier out of Eustis. Will go to round number 2. This one could be our closest matchup based on qualifying. Here in round number 1, number 12 qualifier versus number 11 qualifier. Danny Coots out of Largo, 2016.
Mustang left side and Coastal Chassis item.
He's left side, your number 12 qualifier at 8:28. Right-hand side is Chris Ginny. Ginny out of Harleysville, Pennsylvania. The induction performance built 94 Supra, number 11 qualifier at 8:24. They are separated by less than 0.04 of a second based on their best qualifying time, but a very warm racetrack. Who negotiates it better, Mustang or Toyota? Whole shot goes left side. Danny Coots out in front. Chris trying to play chase to no avail. 8:15 and 1:67. Danny's best run of the weekend will get him the win. 8:83 and 1:61 for Chris will not catch Danny up front, and Danny upsets the number 11 qualifier. Granted, it's a small amount, but number 12 beating number 11, the second straight upset of the round. Jim Braun avoided the upset for the number 1 spot. Here comes your number 3 qualifier, RC Flint. This is Richard Flint. The car he calls Fat Betty, the S2000 LS swap car. And you look at it from afar from the staging lanes, you say, well, that car can't weigh that much. Richard has told me that this car weighs close to 3,500 pounds and still gone 747. He will face your number 20 qualifier, John Antonades. John qualified at a 9:58, so about 2 seconds separate these two cars. Favorite car left side. Right side spins the tires, and that's not good as RC Flint way out in front. And will stay there. 965 and 185 will move the Honda to round number 2. And John will coast to a 15-second pass to end his weekend as he spun the tires directly into him. Number 1 qualifier, number 3 qualifier to the next round. Here comes your number 5 qualifier. Mike Moretti will face Adam Warnke. An all Mustang battle here between Coyotes. Northport, Florida, represented for Adam Warnke, right side, 2011 model Mustang, number 18 qualifier at 932. He faces Mike Moretti out of Vero. 2012 Mustang, the blue car left side, number 5 qualifier at 769. So over a second and a half, separate the two of them. Favorite car again, left side, underdog, right side. At this time, I will take X front-wheel drive, precision turbo and engine, X front-wheel drive to the lanes. X front-wheel drive, lanes 11 and 12, please. They're staged and ready. Left side, softened up the hip. Will not be able to get around Mike Moretti, and Moretti on the brakes early and goes 8:53 at 1:15, 9:16, 1:36. Adams best pass of the weekend, but to no avail. Mike Moretti gets the win. So number 1, number 3, number 5 qualifiers, all moving on so far. Christian Murillo, your number 2 qualifier coming up next, should be facing Lee Saunders right here. But Saunders and his Demon are a no-show, falling prey to breakage. So Christian Murillo, your number 2 qualifier, will get the single here to round number 2. All he has to do is keep it in his lane and keep it shiny side up, and he'll go to round number 2. Sounds like he's going to make the test hit. Runs into the 8th mile, will click it early, 497 to 149 at half track, 833, 120 out the back door. Christian Murillo to the next round of competition. So number 1, 2, 3, and 5 are moving on. This is Gary Muter against Matt Lamphere next. Muter out of Apollo Beach in the 2020 model Shelby. Looks like he's got smoke coming out of the hood as he came out of the burnout box. So Gary will not make the pass here. And Matt Lamphere in the Turtle. The little LS swapped Mazda Miata right side. We'll get the opponent broke single, a tough break there for Gary. Yeah, he's got some fluid out from underneath the car, so unfortunately the Shelby will get pushed back. And Matt Lamphere will get the single here to round number 2. And Lamphere getting the lucky break there, as the car immediately spun the tires. 1081 and 145. Matt Lamphere getting a lucky break there and a tough break for Gary Muter, as Gary coming out of the burnout box and unfortunately suffering problems. So the Shelby getting pushed back. Thankfully, it happened before the starting line, so the Gary did not have problems going down the racetrack, or would have possibly resulted in the car getting loose. So hopefully this will be a quick cleanup. As we just have from the burnout box to about a car behind the starting line. Dan Mooney out there doing the work. While you're on hold, ladies and gentlemen, now it's your time to go to the concession stand. Again, it's a warm day out there. You want to make sure that you keep your fluid levels up. So go over to the trackside concession stand. It's located on the tower side of the racetrack. Make sure that you get yourself something good to eat or drink. Check out the specials they have available. And we will be back to the Emotion Race Work. Round number 1 of the three-car shootout. Ease up a little bit.
So we have the Zamboni out, but unfortunately My internet has been acting up a lot, so I don't want to move from the spot because I'm getting at least decent coverage. But before it dropped too while I was just standing here too. Because I would love to go walk towards the staging lanes, but not right now. And I thought imports were the ones that were going to be breaking today. And yes, 10 cents. Do a 10 cents, just please hit that thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. The more thumbs up, the more my stream gets pushed out. I'll recommend it to people. I want to see who's in the stage. Christopher Rosado? Yeah. Never underestimate the imports. Yeah, it's just I've seen way too many imports out here in Florida where everybody's on a budget, right? Like a lot of people are like stock block, stock axles, stock transmission, and then let's go push like 500 horsepower and see what happens. And then your axle starts snapping, your transmissions go. You hit boost creep and then now your block is split open. So a lot of Hondas do end up like spilling on the track. So I've seen it a lot of times. Oh, there's a little gecko. There's a little gecko behind me. By one of these advertising plaques. Or sponsor plaques. No, extreme front-wheel drive has not gone in the first round of eliminations. They're the last class out.